Hello, my friends. It's day 19 of our 40-day reading challenge. We're in John chapter 12, starting at verse 20 and through the end of the chapter today. A little bit of shift in tone and topic. The last few days we've been reading Matthew's gospel, reading about Jesus' words about the end of the days, about his return. We're now going back to John's gospel again, just a change in tone and topic. Interesting little side note about John's gospel. When you read through John's gospel, the events of Holy Week start in chapter 12 and go all the way through chapter 19. Easter is in chapter 20. So the last week of Jesus' ministry takes up something like 8 chapters of John's gospel. It's a significant event as John records it for us, clearly. So as we read through the verses today, I was a little challenged to find a unifying theme of these 30 verses. But one of the things that struck me, as disconnected as they sort of seem, there was a common theme that I picked up along with a lot of other things that we could talk about. But it's essentially how Jesus' mission, how Jesus' purpose, how Jesus' work was both wide and specific. Was both wide and specific. Here's what I mean. It was wide in that Jesus' mission covered a wide variety of people. You read through these lessons and you get a sense of that Jesus' mission covered the world. The section starts with Greeks wanting to see Jesus, foreigners, people from a different culture with a different language who didn't follow the same faith but still had heard about Jesus and wanted to come meet him. Then in verse 32, in the next section, Jesus talks about when he's lifted up, meaning the cross, he will draw all people to himself, all people. The next section talks about how some of the authorities, the very ones who've been trying to trip up Jesus, trick Jesus, and get him arrested and killed, some of them even believe, although in secret and sort of hiding their faith. And finally, in the last section, Jesus talks about saving the world, not just one group. Jesus' mission is wide. It covers all categories of people. But as wide as that mission is, Jesus also makes the point that it's very specific, and that is salvation is specific to Jesus, to faith in him. We must follow him. Jesus is the one who's going to be lifted up, who will draw all people. The quotes from Isaiah in the 3rd section here point out the consequence of not believing in Jesus. And in the end, Jesus makes the point that he's the one sent by the Father. Jesus is the one to save the world, and that by believing in him, we're actually following the Father, the Creator. Jesus' mission is wide, but very specific to him. There's a lot of other things in this section. There's a lot of different things that we could talk about, but that's sort of what struck me as I was reading today. Maybe something else struck you. If it did, take note, bring it to your group and talk about it and share with your friends in the groups this week, and perhaps they might have an insight. They might have something else that stuck out to them. Continue reading. We'll talk again tomorrow. Blessings on your day.